Hi guys, and welcome to the Pink and Blue Mag Facebook Live show. Joining me is Rebecca Solomon. She is... I just heard a ringing in my ear. She is a personal trainer, and she also has her own Instagram account. What is your Instagram account?
Body by Becca.
So we are very excited to have her here. She is normally behind the scenes working on Pink and Blue, but today we brought her live on set to go over some healthy recipes because she's constantly telling her clients how to eat healthy. So tell us a little bit more about what we're going to do today.
Okay, so the first thing we're going to make is energy balls. So they're date-based, so super high in energy and fiber. So
sorry to interrupt you. She's also studying kinesiology at Western, right? So yes. She is very, and both her parents are doctors, so she will blow you away with her facts.
Dates, which are super high in energy, so I love them. Specifically before working out, like that's what I have before I grab two, go. Nuts for you have your protein and fat
and gives you energy.
Yeah, and everything. And then the rest, like they're just amazing. I'm like obsessed with them. Makes so many different variations, but we're going to show you one of them today.
And also dates are great because they also are great in coffee and smoothies. And I'm currently doing this crazy cleanse, which I'll tell you more about another time, and we'll be posting some blog articles. If you've been following me at Nicole Bloomberg on Instagram or Pink and Blue Mag Instagram page as well, you'll see all my Insta stories. Some people don't know what Insta stories are, which is kind of crazy, but it's fun, so follow them. So first we're going to be making what? We're going to do
the energy balls first. Yeah, they're amazing.
Energy balls?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's do energy balls first. I am excited to do them because I have actually, I'll show you over here, own cookbook. So in here, she has different balls that she does. And then there's also the Oshi Glows cookbook, which is one of my favorites also for healthy cooking with your kids. Here is the Oshi Glows. Do they see it?
Yeah.
Here is the Oshi Glows cookbook. So it also have amazing recipes, but we're excited to see what Rebecca has to teach us because these are new ones that I haven't even done before.
Yeah. So
take it away, Beth.
Okay, so the first thing I do typically is grind up the nuts. Okay. So I do a million variations. You can do hazelnuts, you can do almonds, it doesn't matter, but I do a total of 1 cup. And for people who are not free, I've done them like for sleepover camp because you're not allowed to have nuts, seeds, so sunflower seeds and pumpkin seeds, which are also amazing. Like no nuts needed, but I'm obsessed with nuts, so typically I keep them in there. So 1 full cup of nuts. Should I just fill up this?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, so fill it up.
Yeah, so I'm just going to fill it up with almonds and cashews, a mix. It doesn't have to be exact. Around half and half, but it's up to you. So we toasted the nuts first for extra flavor, but it's not needed per se. Okay, so here, I'm going to put them in the food processor.
Okay, so you can just drop it in? Yeah, so you can just drop it in there on the top.
Okay. Yeah, so you're just going to pulse it for a few seconds, super fast. It takes like literally
honestly, I don't, there we go. I don't ever use this, clearly. Oh no, I hope I can figure it out. Put it back on. Sorry guys, I never use this. It's like from 1975, I think. So I'm just gonna put that on lock and we're gonna...
Is it plugged in?
It's not. That would help. That was safety for the kids. Okay, so we're just gonna press.
So for literally a second you turn it on.
Hold on. It has to be locked.
Yeah, awesome. Keep going.
Sorry about the loud noise, people. Earmuffs.
that's good. That's good.
Okay.
Perfect.
So it's a rough chop.
Yeah, exactly. Rough chop. Keep them in like pieces. You're gonna put them back in. So now, once I have the nuts chopped up, if I have like extra time, I will take them out to put the other ingredients in first, then add the nuts back in. But you can keep them in the whole time. It doesn't really matter. So what do you want to do? Do you want to just leave them in or take them out?
When do you want to use them?
I usually put all the ingredients in first.
Okay.
And then and take the nuts out and then add the nuts back in.
Okay, so whatever way.
Okay, so yeah, I put them in a bowl usually. So I would maybe add them to this bowl. Okay, so now we're gonna put in the rest of the ingredients. So they're all approximations. You're not baking, so it doesn't have to be exact. But usually it's around 18 dates. So these ones aren't pitted, so you just have to make sure you're
sharing it to the Pink and Blue Mag
pits
group.
Perfect.
I am sharing it. So everyone, give us your likes and emojis and comments and questions. Oh, good.
Yeah. So just count like around 18. These ones are small, so you could do 18 to 20. 3, 4.
Okay, so I'm like scared to like not that this won't work after because it has to be in like lock position and this and that. If anyone has any better food processors that they like to use, because this one, I don't know if this is really old or what, but I really don't like using it.
Do you want to just leave them in? Like, it's probably fine.
But don't you need it?
Yeah, I need to put the rest of the ingredients in.
Oh, in here?
Yeah.
But so you don't need the nuts
separate?
So
usually I take the nuts out, but it doesn't really matter.
No? But I can't figure out how to get this off. This is the problem. Oh, there. Ah. You basically just twist it and turn, but I'm a little bit weak, which is why Rebecca is going to start training me soon to get my muscles up before she goes back to school. Put this blade back on here, like so. Okay,
so
good to go.
Adding the nut, or the dates, sorry.
Okay.
Can I put them in?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4. One more.
Okay. It smells so good.
So,
it smells delicious.
2 tablespoons of cocoa. I can never say that word. So, for some chocolatey taste, it's really good.
It's cacao.
Yeah, I can't say
so
it.
she can't say. So, so this is what you want to buy. Let me show that.
Yeah,
It's CACAO, cacao powder. So it comes from the cacao nut. It is really good for you. It's full of, it's a superfood. Is it full of antioxidants?
Yeah, and it's amazing for you. It's like kind of like chocolate powder without the sugar in it or dairy.
So I sometimes put it in my kids' chocolate milk. I put it in smoothies. We use it in the raw balls. Basically, just use it instead of real chocolate, and it is great.
So, 2 tablespoons, and then I put in 2 tablespoons of coconut oil.
Okay.
Can I grab it?
Yeah.
Here, I'll get it. Okay.
So this is industrial size. If you guys want to save on, coconut oil, we get it from Costco, so that's a little trick for you. Always Costco is better for bulk.
Yeah, and optional, I add in flax and chia for some fiber, and chia has tons of protein as well, so that's awesome. Just a little bit, so kind of mask the taste of it.
We should have done our TV trick and had some already ready.
Yeah,
but we're doing it all live for you guys.
Authentic.
So yeah, it's real. So we're just gonna see what Beck is doing over here.
Okay. I'm gonna throw this in. Okay, so now put the food processor back together.
Okay.
You're gonna mix it up.
telling you, this thing is like the worst. And my husband uses it all the time, and he loves it. I like my little magic bullet. Hold on.
I know, you gotta get it on properly. It's hard.
I don't know why I can't.
Maybe the top's on though?
Oh crap, the whole thing. Hold on guys, we're having technical difficulties. Hold on.
This is the actual struggles of using a food processor.
No, this is like from the 1970s, literally. My mother-in-law gave it to us. And like I always have a really hard time using it. But it has to be in lock position for safety. Can't figure it out. We might have to switch over to the magic bullet because I don't think I could figure it out. See what happens when you're on live? I don't know. It's not. I can't get it to work. Maybe you try.
I'm gonna try, but I don't know. That will help so much. This is in the right position, right? It's probably just the top.
Yeah. But it's supposed to be straight. Like last time it was straight.
Where did it go straight to? Oh, there. That might be right. No.
See, this is in lock. Sorry, guys. Technical difficulty. You know what? Maybe start doing the banana pancakes while I figure this out.
Okay. So, banana pancakes is something I make for breakfast, like, all the time. They're amazing. So for myself, I do 1 banana to 2 eggs. There's literally 3 ingredients. So 1 banana, you're putting all the ingredients in a bowl together. And those are with 2 eggs. Where do you want the eggs, Kelly?
What?
Where do you want me to put the eggs?
Just put it in the garbage here. Underneath.
1 egg.
So I make banana pancakes also for breakfast for my kids all the time. It's a healthy alternative. And it has the egg in it, which is great for them. And there's no bread products or gluten, which is wonderful. Yeah, I don't know about this. Please.
Okay, yeah, so far I have 1 banana and 2 eggs. I add some cinnamon for taste. And then I top it with maple syrup and peanut butter powder, which I'll talk about in a bit. You can add some maple syrup to the mix. If your kids are really picky, it makes it a lot sweeter, which is good, but I usually just top it with that. So I'm mixing all the ingredients together. You can also mix the ingredients in a blender. That helps as well.
Always have this thing. I really can't get it to work. We'll just do it in the in the magic bullet.
The only thing is, with the magic bullet, it doesn't blend the dates as well. It might work, I don't know. Almost. It's a lot easier if you just use the blender, but I mean, to save cleanup time, I usually just mix all the ingredients in a bowl together. Cinnamon adds tons of taste. Bananas are literally the most magic ingredient. You can put them in anything.
Yeah,
And they help.
So we are going to switch back to using, here it says bowl lock this way.
Mixing up the ingredients.
try one more time.
It worked before, so we know it works.
I know, and it happens to me all the time, and I asked my husband this morning to make sure that it worked. Nope, not working. I can't figure it out.
Maybe if it's on, like the one I have, you have to make sure it's on the right direction.
I don't know, it drives me nuts, this thing. You could try one more time.
Okay.
Okay, you try.
I don't know if it will work. So I would get a cooking spray to spray the bottom of the pan, and then
I don't use aerosol spray because I don't like it on greasy because I think it's bad for you. So I use just the coconut oil like that. That's why I have such a big tub of it. Or I suggest for cooking, for anyone that's cooking, to use flaxseed. So flaxseed oil, this one's by Aliga. It's a great product. Flaxseed oil is good for high heat when you're cooking. Olive oil is actually not good for high heat. Coconut oil is okay. So that's why there's all these different oils. So you can look up for cooking what's best for the different levels, and you can see in the pan, it's like, I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's like basically like water, the olive oil, and it smells really good. And the coconut oil is really, really good for your hair and your skin. You know what, let's just transfer it to the
okay. I just don't know if it's going to work in there.
Well, I use it all the time.
Okay.
It's like there's something wrong with that one. So here is our...
You just have to put it on properly.
Okay, so here is the other attachment.
Should I start making the banana pancakes?
Yeah, I start making the banana pancakes.
So I usually use a 1/3 of a cup to measure out like the size of pancakes. You don't actually have to measure anything. It's just kind of a nice way to size them easily. So I'm gonna put them on.
I just had that other cup for it. Where did I put it? We were so organized, and yet we can't find anything. Oh, here it is. So honestly, I love the Magic Bullet. I could do like a whole infomercial on it. It is so easy to use. I use it for everything. And I actually have also a blender. But I use it for my smoothies in the morning. I was never a smoothie person. Actually, the cleanse that I'm doing right now is all based on smoothies, which Rebecca thinks is a little bit crazy, but it is show you how we're going to blend up the rest of this stuff. So we need to get
so the pancakes are on the oven, and I usually top mine with a peanut butter maple syrup type like concoction. You can just use plain maple syrup, but I personally like mixing some peanut butter powder into it. So this is PB2, which I'm obsessed with. So typical peanut butter is around 90 to 100 calories per 1 tablespoon. For 2 tablespoons of this, it's only 45 calories, and 85% less fat than normal peanut butter, and super high in protein. So it has 5 grams of protein for basically 1 serving. So you get to use so much more of it. I make it into a paste with water, so it's 2 tablespoons to 1 tablespoon of water, depending on the consistency you want it to be. If I want more fat in my diet, because it's really important to have a lot of like fat in every meal, so in every meal I try to have a protein, a fat, and a carb. But if I'm already using like an oil or an avocado, or I've had a lot of different fats that day, I'll use the PB2 because I don't need any more fats.
And I think people don't really know that you need high fat to burn fat and to make muscle. You need a high fat diet. So I like to have lots of avocado. I like to have coconut oil. Like Beck said, to have the peanut butter. But peanut butter could be fattening also, so that's why that's a good alternative. I still haven't tried the PB2. I'm excited to try it. Add a little water to this. To make
yeah, you can.
Okay.
You don't need to, but it's up to you.
We'll just help blend.
The Magic Bullet is obviously magical. My blender does not mix the dates that well, so I'm really impressed.
It is. It's amazing. Okay guys, sorry for hurting your ears there. I don't know how blended you need this, Beth, if you want a little bit more.
Yeah, I'll look.
So anybody that's tuning in now, please like and share and show your emojis, and please comment and ask questions if you have any. We love it. You know, it's a lot to put yourself out there in social media and to do these lives and to do the Insta stories and be, you know, in front of like the world. And so it really helps a lot to show your love. And we're doing this for you guys. We're showing you guys how to cook. So this is the dates mushed up. I added a little bit of water, and you have the cacao. Oh,
do you have a plate to put the?
Oh, we sure do. So I'm gonna let you finish that. If you need to blend it more, let me know. You think it needs to be blended a little more?
You just have to add the nuts into
Okay, so add a little bit of the nuts. You want a spoon? Here, I'll give you a spoon.
Add a spoon and a plate, please, and another bowl. So I can show you how I mix my PB2.
Okay. You want like a bowl like this?
Yeah, that's perfect. But I also need a plate for the pancakes.
So we're gonna get. I like to line I've hidden Doritos up there from my kids that my husband had from a party. We do not eat that in my house. They are disgusting and full of chemicals and so forth. So here is a plate. I just like to line it with paper towels so all the oil and whatever gets on that.
So we're just mixing the nuts into that.
Okay.
Cakes off and the rest.
So I'm blending this. This is for the raw balls. We are making raw balls. What kind of raw balls are we making today?
They're kind of like
nuts and seeds, and you roll them into the different things.
Chocolatey.
So this is dates and cacao, which is really good for you. And then Beth over there is making the pancakes made out of just eggs and banana. And what else did you include in that? Cinnamon.
And I'm gonna show you how I make my PB2 peanut butter maple syrup now, because it's amazing.
And sometimes when I do it, I add a little bit of vanilla into the pancakes, and it's great for the kids in the morning. There's no gluten, there's no carbs in it. It's really yummy and delicious.
Okay, so second round.
So if your Magic Bullet has a little bit of trouble because it's very thick, as you can see here, so you kind of just want to mush it down with your spoon and just like get it like moving around because there's dates and it's like really tough. And then I add a little bit of water just to make it a little bit smoother so it's easier for it to blend.
Okay, so while we're doing that, I'm going to show you how I make my peanut butter PB2 maple syrup. So starting with 2 tablespoons of the PB2 powder.
Okay, 1 second while we blend.
And I mix.
Okay, so she's making PB2. Tell them again.
Fat, dense peanut butter, like natural peanut butter, which is still amazing for you. Then this is such a good option. So it's great because you can make it whatever consistency you want. So I'm adding to be like more liquidy than a peanut butter. So I have 2 tablespoons here, which I mix.
So wait, what are you putting in? Are you putting PB2?
Yeah, PB2, and I'm gonna add approximately 1 tablespoon. It just depends on the consistency you want it to be. So I'll add that in and see what I want. So I'm gonna check on the pancakes, see how they're doing. They're almost ready to flip.
So I'm just sharing it now to for all of you that want to join in and watch it. I'm gonna blend this a little bit more. So we're just busy in the kitchen, aren't we? Having a good time.
So I'm gonna add a little bit more water because I want
So I think this is blended enough. You'll let me know.
So this is pretty watery for PB2. You can put less water in for sure, but it's because I'm adding it to the maple syrup. So it's all mixed up.
Oh wow! So you added 2 tablespoons of the PB2, which we'll put the recipes with the video on the Pink and Blue Mag website.
Yeah.
It's pinkandbluemag.com. Okay, so you added 2 tablespoons of the PB2.
Yeah, with a bit more than 1. Maple syrup extra.
So there's real nuts in this. This isn't like safe
No. The ingredients on PB2, for anyone who's wondering, are just roasted peanuts and sugar. Or there's a little bit of sugar and salt.
It tastes amazing.
But it's like nothing. If you look at the nutritional facts. And I add maple syrup. Maple syrup's like my favorite sweetener that I put in my oatmeal in the morning. I put in this and everything. Because it's pretty low calorie in comparison to other sweeteners. And of course it's natural. So versus honey, it's way less calories. And I use it in pretty small amounts, so which is good as well. I'm just gonna flip the pancakes over here.
So I keep my chia seeds in a jar like so. This was an old goat's milk container. I love it. It's fresh. I leave it in my fridge. This is something also that I have on hand. I actually cut the label off of the bag to keep it fresh into my fridge. If you know that it starts going bad, just smell it. If it has a weird smell to it, it's probably rancid and you should get rid of it. I could just leave it here, and then I have a little bit like this, a spice container that I just fill it up and I put it in my coffee in the morning. So you could have your own little Starbucks at home, people.
Okay, so I'm gonna add the maple syrup in. So around
and what do you do
1
with this?
tablespoon. I add it on top of the pancakes. It's like
oh
yeah,
you're so fancy.
I know, I'm so fancy, and everyone's gonna think you're fancy, but really it's so easy.
Thing is to have the kids decorate their pancake. Make it fun for them to eat, and it's so healthy and delicious. And a lot of times I have my kids, which there's a YouTube videos with me cooking with Isla in the kitchen, and Isla loves cooking with me, and she loves holding the bowl and mixing it. Isla is 6 years old, and so any of you that are tuning in, please show your likes and comments and emojis and share it.
Yeah, so okay, so this is 1 tablespoon only of maple syrup. So with the sweeteners and different things which are pretty high in calorie, like peanut butter also, it's really good to measure out that kind of stuff. I don't typically measure everything, but in calorie dense foods, the calories add up really fast. So if you like have an extra tablespoon or like even more, it's so easy to add too much oil like when cooking. But with like veggies and whatever,
right.
I'm more lenient. Okay, so let's check on the pancakes.
Yummy and delicious and nutritious.
Yeah.
So here is our nuts. So Beth made it really, really pretty. So for the raw balls that we are going to be making, it's a great snack. Do you keep yours in the fridge?
Yeah, I keep them in the fridge, but they can stay unrefrigerated for a while. There's nothing like
right. Kids, it's great for a snack after camp, after school, as long as your kids don't have a nut allergy. For kids that do have a nut allergy, Rebecca was recommending using seeds.
Yeah,
like sesame seeds.
I typically put pumpkin seeds or yeah. So
it depends on what your kid's nut allergy is. So I wouldn't really say that the raw ball and a lot of them do contain a lot of nuts. They're great for after working out. They're good for energy. They're good for long drives. And I don't know if I would use it on an airplane necessarily because peanut allergies.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably not a good idea.
But I mean, you can make.
But the kids also love them because it's like they love rolling it. Like my kids help me. And they roll it in the nuts and stuff like that.
Yeah, exactly.
We're making it. It's like such a fun like cooking activity. Okay, take it away.
Okay, so I'm just gonna add the peanut butter on top, and then we can try them. They're super good. I also add berries a lot for like some extra micronutrients. Try to make all my plates as colorful as possible. Literally 1 tablespoon of maple syrup. You do not need more than that. We can try them.
So I buy this. I use it when I make sushi. I use it with everything when I cook. It is roasted sesame seeds. I bought it at a Japanese store. So you could use those for your raw balls too.
So here are the pancakes I want to show. I don't know if I can show everyone. Do I have to hold it higher? Yeah, these are them. They're amazing. You can see there's tons of topping on it. I don't know if they can see.
Yeah, they can see.
Okay. Yeah, those are them. They're so good. And when I'm in a rush in the morning, when I'm just making them for myself, I make 1 giant pancake and just cut it up because it's a lot faster than making like 6 small ones.
Right.
So
they're so, you don't understand. They're also, actually, you could use these for anyone that keeps Passover.
Oh, yeah.
They're good for Passover recipe. Or like if you can't have gluten.
Yeah, exactly. I can't eat gluten. She can eat, like, amazing.
And it's like, even, sometimes people are celiac. I don't know if any of you guys know about celiac disease. If you're celiac, that's where you get the gluten intolerance. A lot of people, it's become a fad not to have gluten. I know you were saying that you think that people eat healthier because you stay with
become gluten-free if it wasn't needed, because there are so many grains which have gluten which can be healthy. I love fresh, so though we can't eat the soba noodles. They're not terrible for you. I think the brown rice has more calories, but it's the best restaurant in Toronto. I love it. It's vegan. But anyway, sometimes it makes you a little bit less healthy, being that a lot of the gluten-free alternatives are more calorie dense, so you actually end up being less healthy when trying to be more healthy. But often, like if I go out and my friends are having dessert and I can't have it, that's like kind of a good way to be like gluten-free for the night and like stay away from the dessert.
And the other thing is that I also have the veal bread.
Yeah, exactly.
I keep like my gluten-free. Like I just got these today, the gluten-free wraps. So it's like really healthy, which I'm gonna leave out for lunch. And I'm gonna get out my bananas for our banana. I'm just seeing if we have time to make it today. Otherwise, I'll put the recipe on. Should I take it out for now? Or
We'll you can do it. It'll be fast.
Okay.
And one important misconception I wanted to talk about, that being gluten-free doesn't mean carb-free. So these do, like,
actually a lot of gluten products have more fat in it.
Yeah, exactly.
And so, but you kind of have an intolerance. Like I have stomach issues,
like
Crohn's. So I have an intolerance, but I'm not celiac.
So I don't eat gluten because I have an intolerance as well. but I do still make sure I have like grains in my diet and different.
Yeah, you
things.
have to have brown rice, and you could have like healthy grains, and you definitely need carbs when you're working out. But
exactly.
Otherwise, like I'm doing this cleanse, and I haven't been having my carbs. And you were saying this morning, like it makes you dizzy.
Yeah, so your brain needs carbs to function. So even if the rest of your body like is fine, your brain's going to be all dizzy because your brain only uses carbs as fuel. So you can get carbs from like bananas. You can get carbs from. I make so much oatmeal. I love oatmeal.
I don't.
But there's tons of different ways that are healthy.
So let's start making the raw balls. So what do we need to do?
Okay, so I would put in the rest of the nuts.
Okay.
Yeah, keep mixing
a little bit thick.
That's good. No, they're supposed to be thick. It's gonna slip on me. I don't know.
Here, let's see. It's like suction because of having a lot of technical difficulties
today.
Okay. Ooh, see how strong I am? Ooh. Okay. So maybe we should scoop these out into a little bowl. Maybe we could use this bowl. And then
scoop it out.
Some of the dates aren't fully.
Yeah, it's okay. That's why I say food processor, but if you don't have one, the blender is.
Or you can't figure out how to work it because you're like technically challenged, like myself. Don't you love when that happens on live TV? It's great. Okay, so we're gonna just pour some of these nuts in here like so. And then blend them up. It's easy. Yeah. Maybe I'm gonna put a little bit of water again because it gets a little too thick, I find, and otherwise it's thick anyway, so it's not like it's like really soft and mushy.
Yeah,
that's good, right?
This is perfect. So
show them the consistency.
Yeah, so this is the consistency. It's very thick, very thick. They're very calorie dense, but like.
Sorry, people. I know that hurt your ears. Hurt my ears. Nicolette, hi. How are you? We're so excited that you joined us. And Megan Steinberg, thank you for joining us. Jackie, man, you are always a fan. We love having you watching us. And Nicolette, thanks for the encouragement. Sometimes you need a little help from your friends, right?
Okay, so you can roll the energy balls in really anything. I will do coconut a lot of the time, so we toasted some coconut over there to roll them in. But you can also do pistachios, almonds. I don't even know how to say it. Cocoa, cacao. I can't say it. And
You're so
there's so many other things. Oh, granola sometimes if I have any lying around. I make a lot of granola. So this is the final product. Having one like this. They're really good. You can eat it right away. Put them in the fridge first. Doesn't really matter. Nothing needs to be cooked.
Okay, so this is this mixture. I think we're done with it. So this is dates and cacao. So we are making raw balls. We made, for anybody that's just tuning in, we made some banana pancakes with banana and eggs, so there's no gluten. And then she used this PB2, which is less calories than using real peanut butter. And she made her own mixture. What did you add to it? Water and maple syrup. And the recipe will be on pinkandbluemag.com. And we're so excited that you guys are joining us today. And it's so much fun. I love cooking. I love all this stuff. It's like totally up my alley. So we thought it would be fun just to have a low-key live today and just do something fun in the kitchen because everyone's asking all the time like what snacks I make and how I came up with this banana ice cream. I actually had it at one of my friends. She's a dentist, Dr. Lori Goldenberg. We were over at her house and she made the banana ice cream. She's ultra healthy. And Marnie Wasserman is also a local chef who cooks. She has a kitchen for kids and teaches how to cook. You can just and so she also has like tons of these recipes.
Are we gonna be watching the ice cream?
Yeah, let's move on to the ice cream. So the raw balls, I know that she showed them to you. So you just basically take your mixture like this, and then you roll it into a ball, and then you just take your little nuts. Here, let's show the nuts. I love this nut platter. So we just toasted it in the oven. Can you see? Toast it in the oven, and then you just roll it in. What do you do with the cashews though? When they're
cashews? Oh, like all the extra nuts, I just take as snacks, like make in different things. Okay. But cashews and almonds, like we didn't do it today, but you can grind them up and roll in those as well. Like literally anything you want. Like so many things taste good.
Okay, so let's get ready for the banana ice cream. Let's just get all our stuff. It's weird. Some of the comments that were on it disappeared. Okay, so we're just gonna scoop this out here.
I can do it if you want.
Okay.
Oh, you're good.
And what do we need to get? We need 2 bananas. What do we need?
Yeah, so for the banana ice cream, we're gonna do 2 bananas, which we have right here. Or we can use the other ones, up to you.
This looks so good.
We're gonna use peanut butter, vanilla, cinnamon, and you can add a pinch of salt if you want.
Could even use a PB2.
Yeah, exactly.
If you wanted to.
PB2 is literally a replacement for anything. And actually a fun trick I use with the PB2 sometimes, because if I want crunchy peanut butter or something.
We're not going to use these.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay.
We're going to use frozen bananas. Instead, if you don't have frozen bananas on hand, you could use ice.
Yeah.
With your bananas, but I freeze them and I peel them first. A mistake I used to make was that I didn't peel them, and it's so hard to get the peel off, and your hands are freezing touching them. So just throw in like that much for like one kid, let's say.
Yeah, so we can do half at a time. So
right, and then so I'm gonna do my banana, and then what else did you want to put?
You can do cocoa, like cacao.
Yeah. And what else?
Peanut butter, PB2. Which one do you want to use?
No, we'll use the real peanut butter.
Yeah. So you're doing one banana, 1 tablespoon.
How much cacao does it say? I just normally just throw it in.
Yeah.
So I just throw it in. I eyeball it, but we'll put the recipe on the website, pinkandbluemag.com. And then I'm going to add a little bit of almond milk. Keep. I don't know if you guys could see my fridge. Could you see my fridge? So I like to keep coconut milk in here for like my different smoothies and whatever, and coconut water. So if you guys show you some of the healthy options. There's coconut milk kefir, there's coconut oil, ghee. Maybe one day we'll just do like a whole thing on like healthy staples to keep in the house. This is nutritional yeast instead of cheese.
Oh, it's the best thing.
Anyway, we'll do a whole thing one day, but I keep all my like different like my flax and my chia seeds and everything's here ready to go. So we're just gonna get a little. So we're gonna take a little bit of milk and put it in. The recipe call for.
The recipe just says, it's super easy. You just put 1 tablespoon of peanut butter. Let's add that.
No, but how much milk did it say?
Oh, milk?
Because I just eyeball it.
Recipe, like they different
milk. Everyone has different things. So I don't want to remove all balls. Okay, so I just take like literally that much peanut butter. Can you see me?
It's a random tablespoon, teaspoon,
it doesn't really matter.
It depends how much you like peanut butter.
I am not the type of person that likes to cook with measurements.
Yeah.
But we did it for you guys today. And then you could also get wow butter if your kids can't have that. And then we're gonna take my cinnamon is right here. I'm gonna put a little bit of cinnamon.
Vanilla.
And then let's see if I have my vanilla on tap. Normally I have vanilla right here. Yes, I do. I just keep everything right in my pantry so I have everything organized. So I put a little dash.
Perfect.
You know, a little dash, Rebecca. And then we're gonna take this, and I left, like I didn't even clean this out in between because it tastes great. It's all this stuff that we like, the basically the same stuff. So it's easy if you want to do it all in one day. Sorry for the loud noise. People, hold your ears earmuffs. And instead of the kids having the mint chocolate chip ice cream that I got for them, this, you know, that Sienna everything.
Yeah, she loves it.
Yeah, this is like a better alternative.
Sienna loves chocolate.
Yeah, she has an addiction. Okay, so you don't want to blend it too much. It's the desired consistency. I'm not going to go crazy here. Put some background music for you guys. And then here, you guys could see, I made some ice cream. You want to taste it? It's really good.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit, like, it's a little bit still, it's a little bit thick. Like the banana, you know, let me crush it a little bit more. So the bananas are frozen. So you sometimes don't know, but this is also a great smoothie.
Yeah. And
you know what I do with it? I make, I put my coffee in it.
Oh yeah.
I make a frozen
coffee flavor. Yeah. There's so many options. Oh, and a good trick, if you accidentally use your food, is to freeze it, like put it in a Tupperware in the freezer and like scoop it out with an ice cream scoop.
Well, that's what I do.
Yeah,
so I leave this. I think we just lost connection, maybe. No, we're back. Okay, so I like to. So now this is like that, and I just keep it in my freezer for the kids. And at home, I just put it in a little Tupperware so you could taste it if you want.
That's amazing.
And that's it, people.
So
that's our lovely. That is our lovely show for you today. I hope that you learned a lot. Please show your comments, like, emojis. I can't say it enough. And follow Rebecca on Instagram. What is it?
Body by Becca.
Body by Becca. She is a personal trainer. She's studying kinesiology. She's full of fun facts. She's going to start training me and getting my arms sexy and sculpted. And so all of these recipes will be on pinkandbluemag.com. Thank you so much for tuning in. We have our banana pancakes that are gluten-free. We have Rebecca's famous raw balls, which I'll display to you right here. Here, let's zoom in on that. So it is round little balls, and then we have our banana ice cream. So I hope you learned a lot. Thank you for tuning in, and enjoy your weekend. I know it's coming up. It's Thursday.
Soon, coming soon.
It's almost Friday. Bye, guys.